Hey, this is James from Jungle Rot, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Hey everyone, this is Stephanie here with The Age of Metal, and I'm here right now with Jimmy of Jungle Rot. So how are you?
I am okay.
You are okay. Why only okay, sir?
It's a little warm.
It is. It's, not what you're used to, the nice Chicago cold and snow and ice. You're in Florida with humidity and roosters and... Hi there.
It gets pretty humid in Chicago too, though.
Oh, okay, interesting. Nice. Well, then, once again, we are on Metal Alliance, so, we're a ways away into the tour, so overall, how has it been? Have you been having fun, having a good time, and all that?
It's been fun. Every show's been decent, really decent. It's good to tour with, like, Jesse, who was our drummer for 3 years. He's in Black Crown Initiate now. And the Fetus guys we've known for 20-something years, so we all started at the same time. So it's been fun, The Case Strain guys are pretty cool. They've turned out to be pretty cool. We didn't really talk much in the beginning, but we were all opened up a little bit more now. And we got the Indian band, the System House 33. Super nice guys. They've been helping out a lot. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Rad. And actually, funny story, right after the show, you're going to be driving to Atlanta to take a plane over to Baltimore for MDF. So are you excited, well, one, to be hustling around on an airplane, and two, to be playing MDF this year?
We're excited to play MDF for sure. Because it'll be the first time we've played, but definitely not excited to race to Atlanta to catch that flight. It's going to be rough. And we're not happy about having to miss the Atlanta date for Metal Alliance either.
Right.
It kind of sucks because we really do good in Atlanta, and some people were expecting to see us, and we kind of bummed out on that. But Maryland will be good.
Right.
It'll be good, and we got to fly in, play, and then fly out right the next morning, right back to Metal Alliance.
Yeah, crazy. That's tour life, right?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm kind of ready to go home. I'm tired.
Nothing, we all get tired. We all need a break, so nothing wrong with that. But do you have any expectations for Maryland Death Fest? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the rest of my band is just going to take advantage of the hotel room. Probably lay there all day, take a shower, maybe take 2 showers. I'm going to probably get in and take a shower. I'm going to go probably hit the town with some friends. I got some friends there. We're friends with all them bands that are playing on Thursday, so I'll probably go over there for a bit.
Nice.
I like to get out. I like to socialize a little bit, I guess.
Hey, that's always, at least you're not stuck in your van or in the hotel room or...
I don't mind the hotel room, but yeah, there's just some people I need to see.
Oh, sick. Nice.
It'll be fun to hang out and, just chill.
Right. So regardless of whether it's on tour or playing a major festival, what's your favorite part about just playing in general?
Oh, it's just a rush. You know what I mean? It's the adrenaline rush of when we hit those first couple of notes and I just kind of lose it,
Right, totally.
I totally just don't even feel like myself anymore when that happens, and it's the best feeling,
Right, so I want to talk about your newest music video for Doomsday. I mean, when I watched it, I thought it was really unique, a video. So overall, what was the concept? Was it your idea to kind of do more of the storyline and for all of the different effects, like with the, like with the perspective from the crazy conspiracy theorists, or was it more of the directors, or what do you say about that?
Well, the lyrics are kind of apocalyptic. And I guess I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist myself, but I wrote them kind of that way. It's just about how humanity's pretty much failed us as a species. Just like when the dinosaurs were wiped out. Maybe it's our time too.
Maybe.
It could be. Things are pretty bad now. You can't get away from anything that's not corrupt. Yeah. Everything is fucking corrupt. So, and kind of the director kind of ran with that, with the whole... the guy, he'd seen something in the book, and he just wanted to do like the guy, like he's had enough and he doesn't want to see anymore, so he rips his own eyes out.
Wow, that was a very brutal scene, by the way. I liked that a lot.
It was a little bit more brutal too. We had to edit it down a little bit. Actually used my fake head from the Paralyzed Prey video in that video to do the whole eye gouging thing. That's pretty sick. Cool.
Rad. And let's talk more about the corrupt, nature of our society with, how about, you don't want to talk about Order Shall Prevail, with the songwriting and lyrics and everything?
Yeah, because I write the lyrics, and it's just about things that piss me off, There you go. Everything's corrupt. It's just, there's really not much more to say. Humans are always corrupt anything they touch anymore. They're just, the free will is, I don't know if it's such a good thing. Like animals don't do what we do, Yeah,
they act more on instinct, whereas humans, we have ambition, we have wants, we have needs, and those are very selfish most of the time.
Oh yeah, very selfish. I'm guilty of it myself. I'm not saying I'm an angel,
Right.
It's just...
at least you admit it, right?
Sometimes I just think... I think it's just coming to the point where there's going to definitely be like a world police, world currency. Everybody's going to be controlled by one government. I don't necessarily know if that's the best thing in the world. It could be good. It could be what humanity needs. I don't know. You know what I mean? Who's to say, let's put it this way. Our country wasn't founded, nicely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to say the least.
Peace. It wasn't done peacefully. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Anything that happens like that will probably be done long after I'm dead, though.
Yeah, maybe probably when everybody in the world is all killed off, and it'll be just enough people in the world for there to be only one government in the whole earth. So, who knows?
Yeah, we're way overpopulated too. That's definitely a big issue, is overpopulation.
Right. Well, let's talk more about the composition. It's a happier subject. Let's talk about the more brutal side of the music part. So, from brutal. So, one thing that I noticed about this newest album is that I feel like your overall songwriting has improved. Like, of course, you still have your jungle rot, signature sound, but there's a lot more solos. There's a lot more, I don't want to call them technical parts, but there's, you've obviously used a different variety from what you've done in the past. So, do you agree with that? And if so, what have you done?
It's just natural progression and maturity. Mm-hmm. The earlier albums had just like wanking solos, and then they kind of didn't do solos anymore. And then now that me and Jeff and Dave have been together for almost 12 years now, it's just coming out naturally. You know what I mean? Just trying new things, keeping the signature sound for sure. The chugs and the heavy, the stompy parts, the thrash parts, but just trying different things. A little bit more melodies. Stronger choruses, you know what I mean? Just trying to up our game, you know what I mean? I got nothing to prove anymore. I just want to do the best I can. I want to make the best music for jungle rot that I can, because you have to write to a certain style for jungle rot, that's for sure.
Right, of course.
I can write totally different music that would not fit jungle rot at all, but you kind of have to have that mindset in your head when you go and write it.
I was telling you before in the interview, I always considered you guys to be, more different as far as, compared to all the other, like, extreme, death thrash, etc. bands out there. So do you think you're a little different, and if so, how? Like, or what do you do differently, I should say?
We will definitely stick out at a lot of shows. I think the simplicity is what makes us different. Everybody's trying to be technical a lot these days. We're not a brutal death metal band by any means. We're old school kind of death metal band. It's more like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we're like a Disgorge or a Cryptopsy. Those are brutal death metal bands. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's technical. It's psychotic. We're definitely not. We come from more the Slayer, Sodom kind of.
Right. Yeah, just
That's
straight to the point.
That's the style. That's
yeah.
the style again. That's the style that we are. That Slayer kind of Sodom, Destruction, Creator, but with the Obituary and the Sepultura in there too, which is kind of what gives it the death metal too. The vocals are more death metal. A lot of the riffs are thrash metal.
Right.
You know what I mean? They really are.
Awesome. Yeah, and then one thing that I think, what personally stands out for me about you guys is you use a lot more groove. And I feel like groove is what a lot of extreme metal bands are lacking. So, like, one, do you agree? And two, like, how do you write your music to work?
I do agree to an extent, but some bands just overdo it now. Because if it's all breakdowns, then that's all groove. You know what I mean? Right. You got to put those parts in there. That's like Slayer did, in the middle of, like, Raining Blood, dun, 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 dun. Right. That's a breakdown, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't do it the whole song, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're definitely very aesthetic with it. It's not like you said, overdone, but it's more like you feel it, you know?
It's supposed to be a part that you anticipate, not the whole song, you know what I mean? But I guess if you want to mosh the whole time, then you want breakdowns the whole time. But
right.
You can mosh to the thrash parts too,
Yeah, and then there's always headbanging, room for headbanging, right. Et cetera, right?
That's the caveman death metal part of us, the obituary, obituary part. It really is the grooves, you know what I mean? Just those head splitting grooves. I like it. I love playing it. It's so much fun.
I think that what's really interesting about you and Dying Fetus being on the same tour is that, neither of you will ever change. Dying Fetus will always be Dying Fetus, Jungle Rot will always be Jungle Rot. So, I guess I have two questions on that. Because I know you've had a lot of history playing with Dying Fetus, and so you both obviously are on the same tour. You're both still grinding, both still doing very well. So do you feel like that's promising for the extreme metal community, that it's like obviously this legendary band, your legendary band, still doing very well? Like, do you feel like it's a promising future for extreme metal?
I don't think it's going to go away. No.
There you go.
Even if it goes into like a lull, it's probably because one set of fans grew up a little bit and maybe disappeared, and then another set of fans comes in sooner. Right. It's never going to go away now. Yeah. You know what I mean? It really isn't. But for us, we're older guys. You know what I mean? And we definitely appeal. We get young kids all the time that like us. You know what I mean? We also got the older guys that like us. We see some of the younger bands though. That none of the older guys like them because you know how elitist older guys can be. You know what I mean?
I know.
But you still got to play music for kids. You know what I mean?
Like me.
You're not a kid, are you?
I'm 24 years old. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
That's all good.
Yeah.
But you want to get kids because they're the next generation. You know what I mean? And maybe you can hook them like you hook the older guys. You know what I mean? And so hopefully, who knows how much longer we're going to do it too. None of us are spring chickens anymore. So.
Right. Do you feel like, obviously sticking to your sound but appealing to, perhaps the younger generation, do you feel like that is challenging for your songwriting or makes songwriting more easy?
Our songs are easy to get into, and I honestly believe it doesn't matter what age you are, you'll get into them easily, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just younger kids are bombarded with so many bands and so many trends and styles and scenes. It's hard to break through to them. But if they're, if they're young and they came up on like Creator and stuff, which a lot of young kids I see nowadays are into, like, old Death and old, instead of being into the newer model,
Right, totally.
they'll get it. They usually get it for sure.
Yeah. And then what's next for you after this? I mean, will you be doing any more touring or working on new music or what?
The idea is to tour. We're gonna do. I think we're playing in Puerto Rico, is what I was told. We got like a weekend in Puerto Rico. That'll be fun, and then we're working on South America for like
sick.
August, and hopefully some other surprises.
Ooh. Surprises.
Might be something really crazy, but maybe we'll try to do a headliner, 3 weeks a headliner before the year's over. But we're lazy.
I think the metal scene understands that, but I think, yeah.
We're lazy.
Right. Well, here's the last question. Do you have a message for the fans or anything?
A message. Oh man, how profound should it be?
Whatever your little heart desires.
If you haven't got Order Shall Prevail, get Order Shall Prevail.
Perfect.
Definitely get that and come see us on tour if we come through.